Let's get you updates on the assembly polls in India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Today is the last date for the filing of nominations for the first phase. 24 assembly constituencies will go to polls in the first phase on September 18th. Congress party late on Monday released a list of 9 candidates for the on-swing Jammu and Kashmir assembly polls. India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party released a list of 15 candidates on Monday. The list comprises of names of candidates for the first phase of polling scheduled to be held on September 18th. Elections in the region will be held in 3 phases on 18 September, 25th September and 1st of October. The results will be announced on October 4th. This is the first time elections will be held in the valley after the revocation of Article 370 in 2019. All right, for more on this, we have Shabir Dar joining us from Srinagar. Shabir, good morning. Now, we know the assembly elections will be the first to be held in Jammu and Kashmir since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. The elections will be held in 3 phases and the last date of the nominations is today. Let us get more from you. Who all are expected to file? Who are the star contenders that have been put forth by the respective parties in their lists?
Yeah, the last date for the nomination for the first phase, which is happening on 18th of September, is today. And we're already seeing that the political parties, with the BJP, the regional national conference, and the Congress party, they are all putting up huge efforts to ensure that they will perform better in these elections. As we already know that the elections are happening after a gap of a decade, because the last assembly elections happened in 2014, and since 2018 there is no elected government in place in Jammu and Kashmir. And we know that in 2019 the special status of the Jammu and Kashmir was scrapped, and the Jammu and Kashmir was downgraded into a union territory. And this is the first assembly election of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, which is happening after the gap of 10 years, as I already said. So the huge enthusiasm both in the people and the political parties, because we saw that the Congress and the National Conference have entered into a triple alliance. Yesterday they inked the deal, and both the parties issued the list of the candidates for the first phase. Also the BJP also did it. So there are many big who are in the fray this time, because the former president of the Congress, J&K president of the Congress, is also contesting. Mr. Hassan Masoodi, who was the parliamentarian from Anantnag constituency in the last parliament, is also contesting from Pampo. So also BJP has also fielded candidates in all the 24 constituencies, particularly in Kashmir, where most of the candidates for BJP in Kashmir are the Muslim faces, local Muslim faces. So definitely a huge fight between National Conference and Congress and the BJP, because as we see that in last 5 years, BJP was able to do a lot of development in Jammu and Kashmir through the LG administration, and a lot of things have happened because Kashmir has changed over the years. The Kashmir, where once upon a time some political forces were going against the election process, democratic process, all these voices, all these forces are now silent. So it is a direct contest, and people are showing a lot of enthusiasm in the electoral process, as we have witnessed in the recently held parliamentary elections,
yes,
where people enthusiastically participated in the assembly.
All right, Shabir, so it will be a direct contest. Also, you tell us that the elections will be held after 10 years in Jammu and Kashmir. Help us understand, what is it on the minds of the voters when they turn out to vote? What are the prominent issues that are likely to be at the center of the elections this time around?
We see the youth are the main stakeholders of this election. As we see in the parliament elections, youth participated hugely in the elections, and their concern is unemployment. They want jobs. The development has happened in Kashmir in the last 5 years. The people want that momentum should continue, and a lot of development should happen. And Kashmir is a tourist state, so infrastructure to augment the tourist infrastructure should be augmented, and roads, healthcare, and basic issues which concerns the common man, including the jobs, the healthcare, the roads, and other development issues are the main concern of the people. But youth will definitely like to have some, concrete plan for the employment. That's why all political parties in their manifestos had, thrusted on creation of jobs and economic opportunities for the youth. So these are pressing issues,
Yes.
tourism, upliftment, employment, and development. These are the main issues which the voters will like the parties to come
To
forward with
address,
the plan.
yes.
They would definitely like to cast their votes for those parties who will offer solutions to these issues.
All right, Shabir.